To Wildflower Farm. We are a first-year flower farm here in Springfield, Missouri, and I want to let you know what's going on. 263 of being on the farm. So I just uncovered all the dahlias that we have out here. And obviously there's some mowing work that needs to happen, but I'm pretty happy that I don't see dahlia plants that popped up and then fried under the plastic because it was 80 degrees yesterday. It seems like, other than these weeds that grew up in between and the signs that got knocked down, of course, because they always do. I need to fix that. Like these little straw lumps are where our plants are. And they still look nice and cozy. I did see this. This looks like maybe a plant that popped up, but it looks happy. So all in all, the dahlia field looks great. Let's go check the seeds of that house. Mentioned in my other video, but look at this. Oh, all kinds of wood chips. I put a sign out by the road, and within a week, a tree company stopped by and said, hey, you want some wood chips? So I'm hoping to get some more so we can just shore up some areas. But all the seedlings out in the porch, and a dog who was very sad that I was out in the field. We have some trees, we have some new beds that are going in for the trees. Look at all that. All the house plants came out, the sweet potatoes. I'll be going live on TikTok tonight to just plant up some stuff, pot up some stuff, and do the sweet potatoes and just hang out and have fun. The houseplants are so happy to be outside. If you don't know already, this is how sweet potatoes grow. And if you want to propagate your sweet potatoes, you can grow them like this in these little slips. That's what they call them. You pull these off. We'll be doing this tonight. And then you plant them. Well, this is what I do first. I put them in jars and they grow roots. And you can see if they're in the sun, these ones were under the lights in the sunroom, the leaves get purple. Some of the seedlings we've potted up. I think I already showed you the tomatoes. Look how big they've gotten. Finally, I fertilized them, and then also it was just staying warmer in the sunroom at night, so they just kind of took off. I'm really excited about those. Well, those will be for sale at our farm stand. These are loofah plants, and I've got a lot of loofah plants. I'm not sure if I'm going to be selling those. I want to keep a bunch of them, but I have a bunch of them. So, oh, there's a bug. And then yesterday, Jill potted these up, and these are zinnias, mixed zinnias, but I'm really excited about these jigsaw peppers. Jigsaw peppers have variegated leaves, so they'll be white, green, dark green, and then the peppers are also variegated. I think we have 3 or 4 of these. I brought these seeds out yesterday or day before, and they look so much happier out here. Bunch more zinnias for the flower farm, and they are in those non-woven bags that I'm always talking about, so those will be easy to transplant out. These are Queen Lime orange zinnias, which is interesting to me because the Queen Lime are just known for not being easy to propagate and keep alive. And we've just really had a lot of success. Now, we had a lot of failures with stuff. We have some chamomile and a lot of other stuff in the sunroom still that we probably need to start again. Although we have noticed that since the temperatures have been more stable, that some of the seeds are now coming up. So I think it was just a matter of we weren't keeping that sunroom warm enough. And next year we'll definitely have a greenhouse or a grow room in the shop, so we have more room. That sunroom is just kind of impossible to keep warm because of how many windows it has, and it's not meant to be airtight. And so when we make the grow room in the shop, we will put some plastic up and make sure we have heating, and I think just really do a better job of making them safe. Are some more zinnias. Let me show you how Jill did this. So this is just a 10 by 20 tray, and she just made rows. Why cannot Oh, she just made rows. They're hard to see, but there are rows here. And then she stuck in a tag back here to delineate what is on each row. And pretty well. Like, I was dubious. I asked her, like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell your rows once they all get big. But they've been fine. So she up-potted a whole section. I think that's where the Queen Lime zinnias came from. And let me show you the yard. Already mowed this yard once. And look at how it's grown up. And there's the mower. I need to mow again. This side has not been mowed at all. So it's going to be a challenge. I will probably have to get the giant push-behind weed eater to plow through this the first time. And still, my plan is that Quinn go out to the chicken coop. Look at these cute beds we got. So I think I've mentioned before, we have hard pan. We cannot dig in the dirt here. So we bought these fruit trees. We're gonna put them in here. And I wanted to show you how they come. They come in these boxes with these pieces. They're really small and easy to manage. They're lightweight. And the beds are like $30 a piece. So really affordable. Put a couple bags of potting soil in there. Maybe another $40 worth of potting soil. And you've got yourself a great little bed that's going to last you forever. I mentioned some new lights we got, which I've really been enjoying. So the husband bought these for me. These are Faceta grow lights. They're 8 inches by 12 inches. They have an adjustable, I only have them set to 50 right now. They do have a fan, but they don't even seem to be getting hot. Maybe the internal stuff gets hot. I had them turned way down and they were still way too close for the plants. The plants were just getting overheated. So I put them like this. Plants are doing great now. Plus now I have a window open. It was just getting too hot in here anyway. You can see our little chamomile. Those were not growing before. We just kind of had so you can see some of them died because it got too hot. And then here's my cucamelon. My one cucamelon that's coming up. And it looks like there's a tiny one right there. Forget-me-nots. Hopefully those guys will bounce back. And we'll see about those straw flowers and snapdragons there in the back. They probably just need to be replanted. Anyways, what we've been using is these long LED lights. And they work pretty well. I've used them for years and years. You can get 6 of them for $100 on Amazon. But I think in the future we will be moving up to these bigger. We had the Mars Hydro lights and I really liked them, but they were so big. And I really like these little ones. We can configure them a little bit better. They do daisy chain up to 3 lights. So that might be a problem in the future as far as finding outlets for them or how many of them we can hook. They're LEDs, so they don't pull a lot of electricity, but I need to do more research on that. My sunroom is empty. I pulled all the plants off. I haven't unplugged the lights yet because I still have a couple things on lights. I haven't decided if I want to put them out. I probably should. I think what we've decided to do is just have some junk haulers come because we have a bunch of piles of junk. And we looked at like getting a roll-away trash bin thing. But the trash bin thing I think is going to cost the same as just hiring somebody to come haul it all away. So that was a big trick. So I think it's to our benefit to just hire some people that just haul away your junk and have them do the work because my time's more valuable working on social media than doing a bunch of heavy lifting and potentially getting hurt. With each step that we make on this flower farm, I'm just surprised that we've made it to the next step. So, we planted all these seeds and we were very excited and of course optimistic. We had no reason to think they wouldn't grow, and then they did. And they grew like crazy. Now, of course, there were some that just died and I talked about this on TikTok that, some of them just fried because it got too hot a couple days and I couldn't regulate it very well in there. And then the plants were looking really sad until I figured out they need to be fertilized. So, okay, we'll put them on a fertilizer schedule, especially when they're inside and they're not, able to access outside nutrients. And so I'm just surprised by how well we're doing in our first year and how many plants we're gonna have. I mean, you saw how many of the Queen Lime Zinnia Orange that we're gonna have. Like, that's a lot of plants. So, and that's just one type. Like, we have another 10 kinds with that many plants. So at least our zinnia field and our dahlia field and our sunflower field and our wildflower field will be taken care of. Although now I think about it, we have plenty of statice, plenty of celosia, plenty of, well, the tomatoes, which we'll end up selling most of them. I don't know, just everything is doing really, really well. And I don't know why I doubted it, because I've been gardening for 10 years and I think this is Jill's second or third year. So, the truth is, you know, if you take care of it, if you mind it, it will grow. Things want to grow, short of just complete neglect, and some things thrive on neglect as well. So I look forward to bringing you along as the season is picking up, and it's starting to get a little intimidating just how much work needs to be done. But I hope you join us, and if you're local, I hope you come see us. See you later. Bye. Anyway, thanks for joining us on the Flower Farm. We'll see you next time.